Hello everybody and welcome to Cooking with Seth Live, St. Patrick's Day edition. I've got my green shirt on and I've got on my Guinness underwear. So hopefully you guys are dressed for the occasion as well. This is going to be fun. We're not going to have a lot of cooking tonight because we're using our trusty handy dandy InstaPot. So there's not going to be a whole heck of a lot for me to do tonight. But we're going to have a chance to talk for a minute, show you a few things, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. While we're waiting for some people to catch up and join us, I'm going to go ahead and grab my beer. Now, most of you guys probably already know that I'd like to drink wine on the show. That's about having fun in the kitchen, listening to good music, drinking some wine while I cook. But tonight, since it's a special occasion, I'm going to be having Guinness. And the best part, Guinness is going in here as well. So that's double the pleasure, double the fun. Let me go ahead and get it going. Hope you guys had a great day today, wherever you're watching from. St. Patrick's Day is a holiday I look forward to every year. It's a great tradition. A lot of fun, and the food is fantastic. I love corned beef. I love the potatoes. I love everything that goes with it. So this is going to be sweet. For any of you guys out there that are new to the show, this is Cooking with Seth Live. I put this together specifically to help busy parents get in and out of the kitchen more quickly, and this is very important, have more fun. Life gets in the way, children, bills, what have you, work, everything gets in the way, and sometimes cooking gets placed on the back burner. That's not what we want. Now, I'm giving you an easy way to get in and out of the kitchen quickly and have delicious meals that are all usually prepared in under 30 minutes. Now, this one tonight is a little bit of an exception because we're going to be going over the 30-minute mark, but it's still very, very fast. If you've ever cooked corned beef before, you know that it takes hours and hours. Well, in the Instant Pot, we're looking at about 85 minutes. So it's going to cut down on your time drastically. And the best part, you're looking again at about 5 minutes of prep work. 5. You get it in the pot, so while it's cooking, forget about the fact that it takes 85 minutes to cook an Instant Pot, because you don't have to watch it. That means you can go and have another Guinness. That means you can go spend time with your friends, your family, your kids, what have you. You don't have to be stuck in the kitchen. You don't have to be slaving away. You don't have to be cooking. I'm going to show you how to throw everything together in Instant Pot, and then you go spend that extra free time however you want to. Also, while you're here, you're on the UpGood page. Let's thank UpGood for supporting us in what we do. They're our proud sponsor. They make an excellent line of kitchen products, so please go check them out. And also, like the page while you're here. Finally, to make sure you're getting our emails with our ingredients and our recipes and our promotions and our giveaways and our product launches, go to www.cookingwithseth.com and sign up for the newsletter. That way, like I said, we're going to be doing this once a week. On Mondays, I'm going to send you the ingredient list. That gives you plenty of time to go out and get the ingredients and check it out. That is one less recipe that you have to worry about the whole week because I'm going to take care of everything for you. On Monday, I'm going to send you the ingredient list. On Thursday, I'm going to show you how to prepare it. Then you can cook it for your family as well. And like I said, a lot of these meals only take a fraction of amount of time, less than an hour, and usually less than 30 minutes. Guinness. Okay, so the first thing, we have our meat, and I told you to buy a 3 to 4 pound slab of corned beef. So once you've got that, go ahead and now with my meat, I don't like to rinse it off first. I only do that with seafood usually. So with like meats and poultry, things like that, I don't rinse it off, but I do recommend drying it. So let that dry for just a minute. Let's get started on our veggies real quick. Carrots. We're going to have large carrots. Here's a great thing. I'm saving you more time. With the carrots, you don't actually have to peel them, but make sure you wash them thoroughly. When you're cooking stews or braising things, you really don't have to peel it because it's really going to soften it up anyway. So that's one less thing that you have to worry about. So what we're going to do is take our carrots, about 3 to 4 large carrots or 1 large carrot per adult, and then cut them into thirds. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Boom. We're done with the carrots. Ah, yeah. Onion. We're going to go ahead and slice this baby. Voila. Okay, sliced and diced, baby. All right. Okay, so what we can go ahead and do is throw our onion in our Instant Pot. Okay, so far so good. Garlic. If you watched the show before, you know my family and I love garlic. We eat it all day long. Not really, but we love it. We love it. We love it. So, if you're not a diehard fanatic of garlic, then maybe stick to 3 cloves. So, we went with 5 here. And go ahead and just do a rough chop of your garlic. Doesn't have to be beautiful. That's why they call it a rough chop. That's it. So we can throw this in our Instant Pot too. Hello. It already smells good. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's throw in our pickling spice. Told you I have some of this on hand. You want to throw in about a couple tablespoons of pickling spice. There you go. Never ever forget your salt and pepper. It's very, 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 very difficult to over-season anything with salt and pepper, despite what you might have been told. And you can always do it to taste. If you like it, put in a little bit more. If you don't like it as much, put in a little bit less. But you're not going to ruin it, don't worry. Okay. Now, 1 cup of beef broth. That's going to go in the pot. Wow, smells fantastic. Okay. Moving right along. Cabbage. You gotta have cabbage because, like I said, the name of this recipe, if you didn't catch it before, is If I'm Gonna Manage, Corned Beef and Cabbage. And you cannot forget the cabbage if you are going to, in fact, manage. Ha! So, we just want to half the cabbage, right? Then you want to cut each of these pieces into 4s. So half it and then half it again. Half it and then half it again. Then don't forget, you're going to want to, if you got the core on there, go ahead and just chop that baby out of there. And you want to do that for your remaining pieces. I'm going to set those off for the side for now because we aren't going to be using them right this second. So they can sit here and chill, hang out, and party. Don't forget, we also have a pound of new potatoes. So look what we got here. We have a pound of new potatoes, 3 to 4 large carrots, and 8 now wedges of cabbage. This is all going to go in the Instant Pot together a little bit later. At the very end, for garnish, we have parsley and whole grain mustard for dipping. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's get back to this guy. Hello, beautiful. Okay. Patted, ready to go. You know what's next? You guessed it. Salt and pepper. Just be generous with their salt here. It's a big piece of meat, and a lot of this is going to wash off anyway. So don't be scared. Don't be shy. Okay, freshly ground black pepper, salt. I like to just give it a little quick pat down to make sure that everything sticks just a little bit better. There we go. All right. That was fun. See you next time. I am just kidding. Not really though. I'm going to show you a few more steps. I'm going to show you some Instant Pot little tips and tricks if you've never used it before, if you're new to using it. Then I'm going to tell you what to do at the end, since I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me for 85 minutes, and we're going to wrap it up. So, I got my hands washed, feeling good about where we're at. Okay, so the next part is we want to get our meat into the pot. Okay, meat's in. Now, underneath the meat, you got all those great spices and onions and everything as a bed right under it with the beef broth. And now, we're going to top it off with, you guessed it, some Guinness, baby. Oh, yeah. There we go. So you've got your Instant Pot. It's filled pretty high. And things can, when you're releasing pressure later, it can blow out of the top. So I'll just show you a quick way on how to prevent that as well. Okay. Instant Pot, ready. Corned beef, ready. This is your Instant Pot lid. This is the quick release valve. So this whole section here is a big bulkhead. You want to match the big bulkhead with the back of the Instant Pot here that has that extra large cutout area. This is where the bulkhead rests. So you slide it in at kind of an angle till it sits down, and then a clockwise turn. Now, you know you're good to go. You want to make sure that this is not turned in the venting position. You want it to be turned over to the side so it's in the sealing position. With it in the sealing position, we are now going to go ahead and we're going to get this started. We're going to press the pressure cook button. You want to make sure that it's on high pressure. And then we're going to increase our time to 85 minutes. 8-5. All right, I had to do some math in my head, and it's hard to do after you've been drinking the Guinness, so bear with me. All right, so we got it set. We're good to go. It's on. I like to take the keep warm button and turn that off. So, because we don't want it to continue to cook when it's done. So, that's it. We're done. Now, I'll go over a few more quick tips with you. With the InstaPot. So we talked about the lid. We talked about turning off the keep warm button. Then next up, the pressure relief valve. This gets a lot of people confused because recipes will either tell you use a natural release, or some recipes will say use a quick release. Here are the differences, and here's why I suggest not to use either of those methods. The natural release just involves letting it sit here and not touching the quick release button, not doing anything with this, and letting it sit for 20 to 30 minutes after it's done cooking for all the pressure to release naturally, so then you can take the lid off. No one wants to wait an extra half an hour after they cook their meal just to take the lid off. So that's why you have quick release. Quick release means as soon as it beeps, taking it over and instantly releasing the pressure. Now here's why you don't want to use that method either. When you use quick release, if you have it filled up really high like we do right now, or if you're making a soup or something, or beans or something that's frothy or has a lot of liquid to it, if you quick release this right when it's done cooking, you're going to have stuff on your ceiling. I mentioned this in another video over on YouTube. You can check it out there, but this is the breakdown. If you do it too early, you're going to have stuff on your ceiling. So to prevent that, use my method. In the future, use Seth's hybrid method. Now, that's the best of both worlds. You're not waiting 30 minutes. You're not instantly quick releasing. The only time you would actually want a quick release is if you're cooking vegetables or something very delicate like seafood, and you want to get that pressure out of there and turned off quickly so you don't overcook stuff. That's the only time you use quick release. Pretty much every other time, which is the majority of the time, use the hybrid method, which involves just waiting 10 minutes. Set a timer after this timer goes off for 10 minutes. Then, after 10 minutes has elapsed, you can go ahead and let the pressure out yourself manually. So 10 minutes instead of 30. 10 minutes, quick release, good to go. So while that's cooking, I'll go ahead and just give you a few extra tips and tell you how to complete the recipe. What we're going to do, after the 85 minutes, you're going to go ahead and take your meat out. Go ahead and set it on a platter. And then take like a piece of tin foil and tent it or cover the top so it stays warm. Then you're going to take the mixture out of here. So go ahead and discard the onions and all the stuff that's in the liquid, and you want to save 1.5 cups of liquid, maybe a little bit more. I'd say maybe 2 cups. So save about 2 cups roughly of liquid and discard all the stuff that's in the liquid. Okay? So now you'll have an Instant Pot with the meat out, the liquid out, and you've saved 2 cups on the side. Now, you want to take these 3 items. The potatoes, keep them whole. Carrots, they're ready to go. Wedges, they're cut up and ready to go. So pour 1.5 cups of liquid back into the pot. Place these 3 items into the pot, and then set your pressure on high for 3 minutes. Then you can go ahead and do a quick release because we're using vegetables this time. So, like I said, if you're using delicate items like vegetables or seafood, you can use the quick release. But every other time, use the hybrid method. But so cook these vegetables 3 minutes, then use the quick release. Then you'll have your meat, you have the vegetables will be done. Cutting your meat, you want to slice it against the grain. So that means perpendicular. If the grain's running this way, you're slicing it this way. That makes it a lot more tender. So then you can go ahead, you serve it with your vegetables. Another great thing to serve with this meal is Irish soda bread. And again, plenty of Guinness, Irish soda bread, cabbage, potatoes, carrots, corned beef, and last but not least, you can chop up some fresh parsley for garnish over the top, and then you've got your whole ground mustard there last for dipping. And that's it. Boom. I'm going to go hang out with my family now. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Again, as a quick recap, like the UpGood page. Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Feel free to comment. I can respond to everybody at every time. So if you have questions, you have concerns, you want to see me cook something special, just let me know. And don't forget to go to cookingwithseth.com and sign up for our newsletter. I love you guys. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great holiday. A happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. Enjoy your Guinness, and we will see you next time. Bye.